Scientists discovered that when you're sick, your immune system quietly hijacks your personality, and it does it entirely on purpose. Your throat burns, your temperature spikes. That makes physical sense. But why does a chest cold make you suddenly stop caring about your own life? Why do your favorite hobbies feel completely pointless? Why do you leave texts from the people you love most entirely on read? For decades, doctors said this was just a side effect of exhaustion. Of course you feel depressed. Your body is fighting a war, but that is a complete biological lie. The virus isn't making you sad. Your own immune system is doing it on purpose. You aren't just tired. Your body is sending chemical signals directly into your brain, unplugging your ability to feel joy, temporarily altering your personality by force. And it is doing it for a terrifying evolutionary reason, one that will make you completely rethink every time you felt guilty for rotting in bed. What you're experiencing isn't a side effect. It is an ancient, precisely executed survival program called sickness behavior. A biologist named Benjamin Hart first formally described it in 1988, and what he found changed how we understand the sick human mind entirely. When a pathogen breaches your system, your immune cells retaliate by releasing chemical messengers called cytokines. For a long time, we thought the blood-brain barrier kept these battles strictly inside your body. We were wrong. Cytokines have a backdoor into your skull. They hijack the vagus nerve, travel straight up into your head, and launch a targeted strike on your brain's reward circuitry. They actively suppress your dopamine transmission. That is not a side effect. That is a directive. Most of us try to fight this. We chug caffeine, we drag ourselves to our laptops, we feel guilty for wasting the weekend. But once you understand why your biology is doing this to you, you will never look at a sick day the same way again. Think about how small human survival used to be. Before modern medicine, before cities, your entire world was the same few dozen faces, huddled in a cave through a freezing winter, breathing the same stagnant air as everyone you loved. In that world, a single coughing hunter wasn't just a sick guy. He was a threat to everyone he loved. So evolution had to invent a behavioral kill switch. Because we are deeply social animals, your body couldn't just make you tired. It had to fundamentally alter your personality. If your brain lets you feel joy, you'll stay by the fire. If you feel social, you'll talk to your friends. So your immune system triggers sudden crushing depression to enforce a hardwired quarantine. It makes you feel so uniquely terrible that you voluntarily banish yourself to the dark. Your brain isolates you, so you don't accidentally wipe out everyone you love. And this explains every strange symptom you've ever had, like why your appetite vanishes. People say, feed a cold, but your body acts like food is repulsive. It isn't just nausea, it's a brutal energy calculation. Digesting a heavy meal takes a massive amount of your body's daily power, but right now, every single drop of that energy is needed to literally boil your own blood and run a fever. So your body does the math and quietly decides the pizza can wait. But the most brilliant and genuinely terrifying glitch of all is the empathy drop. When you are deeply sick, you become a wildly selfish person. You have a 103-degree fever. Your best friend calls you sobbing about a bad breakup, and you feel nothing. You are chemically incapable of giving a damn. And here's where it gets darker. You've felt this before. A friend invites you somewhere. You cancel because you feel awful, and you feel zero guilt. And then, a moment later, you feel guilty about not feeling guilty. That loop, that's not you being a bad person. That is your immune system doing its job perfectly. Why would humans, the most fiercely cooperative species on Earth, evolve a mechanism that actively kills our empathy? Because empathy demands proximity. When someone is upset, every human instinct tells you to go to them, to hug them, to share their physical space. If you do that while you are contagious, you infect them, so your immune system paralyzes your emotional depth. It literally programs you to be an insensitive jerk just to keep your toxic breath away from the people you love. So the next time a virus knocks you flat, drop the guilt, turn off your phone, pull up the blankets, let the apathy wash over you. You aren't failing at life. You aren't being lazy. Your body is sacrificing its own happiness, shutting down its own desires, holding the line just to make sure everyone else stays safe. Your body doesn't make you lazy when you're sick. It makes you lonely. On purpose, because that is what kept us alive. But here's what should genuinely unsettle you. Your brain doesn't run this protocol only for viruses. It also runs it for people. The same ancient system that quarantines you from a sick stranger activates when someone in your life makes you deeply, chronically uncomfortable. Your nervous system can treat certain people exactly like a pathogen, and it tries to isolate you from them using the exact same tools.